Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. I've been having a good day today, nothing like the monster losing streak I had when I was recording the M103 video. Definitely one more than we've lost today, and some of the wins have been absolutely legendary, including one of the wins in this thing, the M26 Pershing. Yep, I went out and bought it again. This tank has probably had more requests for a garage review than any other tank I own, and I didn't own one of these. I mean, obviously I did because I have the M46 pattern, but I sold my M26 Pershing in order to buy this thing, and my Pershing crew are sitting in this. So I'm not sure what spare crew I had sitting around that I've put in the Pershing after rebuying it, but they're all at very, very high camouflage skills, so probably a light tank or a tank destroyer crew. Either way, there it is. I've rebought the M26 Pershing. It's a funny tank. I can remember, you get certain associations in your mind with things. For example, if anybody was to say to you, ARL V39, the first thing that pops into your mind is great big steaming pile of dog shit. You know, things like that. And the association that I have in my mind with the Pershing is good tank. But I cannot remember any game I ever played in it. I mean, I know I did play some games in it. If you look at my service record, it proves that I played some games in it, but didn't play a lot. So I must have skipped to the M46 with a lot of free XP. And yet I still have the association in my mind that the Pershing was a good tank, so I can only assume that I didn't skip to the pattern with free XP because I was sick of playing the Pershing. I just wanted to get the pattern as quickly as possible. So I actually didn't mind buying this thing again and having another go with it, now that I know a bit more about the way the game works, than when I was first driving it, and see if I can figure out why I had this good association in my mind with the Pershing. So let's have a quick look at the stats, see how it stacks up against the opposition. I don't actually have that many Tier 8 medium tanks, other than the premiums. I've got the Type 59, obviously, the Super Pershing, which I'm falling out of love with. I had a game in the Super Pershing on the weekend, the same horrible losing streak that I did with the M103, and I did finally get a win with the Super Pershing. I fired 9 shots, one of them penetrated and did damage, and did no damage. And that was my first win of the day in the Super Pershing, so less said about that the better. What other Tier 8 mediums do I have? But the Panther II, still have that, and I think that's about it. I don't have any British mediums higher than the Cromwell. Tier 8, I sold my T44. There are no Tier 8 French mediums, and that is pretty much it. So basically, the Pershing and the Panther II are the only two proper Tier 8 medium tanks I have. So let's compare it to the Panther II. Now the Pershing has 1440 hit points. Panther II, 1450. So, yeah, pretty average. Let's jump back to the Pershing here. There it is. They both pretty much weigh more or less the same. 49 tons for the Panther II, 43 and a bit for the Pershing. But the Panther II has a much more powerful engine, 870 horsepower versus the Pershing 704. Now the Pershing has a power to weight ratio of, there you go, 16.23, which isn't actually that good. It's actually worse than the Panther II, although slightly better than the Type 59. There's the Panther II, 17.8, slightly better. We go to China, have a look at the Type 59, 14.27. So it's not as nimble as the Panther II, which itself isn't a particularly nimble tank, but it's quicker off the start than the Type 59, which isn't a particularly slow tank. So they're all pretty much the same. What do we have next? Speed limit. It's definitely not fast, but it's not slow either. And this is going to be a common theme that you're going to see developing with the Pershing. It isn't outstanding in any one category, but it isn't bad in any one category either. So 48 km/h speed limit, which certainly ain't slow, but not as fast as the 55 that the Panther II can get. The turret traverse, 38 degrees, way better than anything German, 29 degrees there. Let's have a look at the Type 59. Pull the Type 59 stats up as well, because it's probably going to be one of its main competitors. Type 59 up there. Much faster traverse speed on the Type 59. So again, the the Pershing is just Joe average as far as Tier 8 mediums go. What do we have? Armour, hull armour at the front, 101. Pretty much exactly the same as the others. Turret armour, 127. Better than the Panther II. Nowhere near as good as the Type 59. The Type 59 has a legendary frontal turret armour. Side armour, yeah, it's about the same. We're looking at 60 there, 80 there, 76 there. Rear armour, who cares? Rear armour and all of them is garbage. They're medium tanks. How about the turrets? 60 at the side of the Panther II. 130 at the side of the Type 59, 76. Obviously the Type 59 does have a very, very good turret, so you would expect that to stand out. Turret traverse speed, 38 for the Pershing, 46 for the Type 59, again, one of the Type 59 strength, horrible 28 degrees for the Panther II. View range, 400, 380, 390. So, as you'd expect of the tank that is the little brother of the Patton and the M48, very, very good view range, better than any of its competitors. And better signal range as well, which is interesting. Way better than the signal range of the Type 59. And still better even than the signal range of the German. Panther II is 710. So, superior electronics, and again, one stat that is not mentioned anywhere in the profile of the tanks, that it definitely has the others beat: gun depression. It's not fantastic gun depression, but it's way better than the Panther II, and it's infinitely better than the Type 59. So I suppose we really need to compare the guns. Now, the Type 59's strong suit is not its gun at all. And the Pershing has a big old selection of guns. In fact, let's have a look at the tech tree. Okay, here's the Pershing's research tree, and we're primarily looking at the guns here, but first I'm going to draw your attention down here to this thing, 105mm howitzer. Now that is basically the 105mm howitzer that you unlocked at Tier 5 on the M4 Sherman. And, you know, it's a howitzer, it's a derp gun, and it only really works on the Tier 5 Sherman. Well, it works very, very well on the Tier 5 Sherman with gold ammo, high explosive anti-tank ammo, premium ammunition, and that's what a lot of people use it for on the on the M4 Sherman. You want to avoid this gun on the Pershing, and you want to avoid it because it's really designed for a Tier 5 tank, or possibly Tier 6, because it does, I mean, the damage is alright, 350, but it's only, even with gold ammo, 150mm of penetration, and 150mm of penetration at Tier 8 is not good enough. You don't want to be using that derp gun, even with gold ammo, on the Pershing, so we're going to ignore that. Now, looking at the rest of the guns, you've got a choice of 4. One of them you don't have to go through to get to the Patton. If you have a lick of sense, you will unlock this gun on the Pershing, but we'll come to that later. Now, the stock gun you are never, ever going to use. You don't need to worry about using the stock gun. The 76mm M1A2 you will have first unlocked on the Easy 8 at Tier 6 when you're grinding up to the Pershing in the first place. There you go, M4, A3, E8 Sherman, or, you know, the Sherman Jumbo. You get it on both of them. You also use it on the T20 when you're unlocking the 90mm M3 gun on the T20 here at Tier 7. Or you will have if you have any sense whatsoever. Because if we look at the T20's research tree, before you get to the Pershing, well, you only have to go through the engines of the T20 to get to the Pershing, but if you do that, you need to be taken outside and beaten to death with the stupid stick. You need this gun. For 2 reasons. One, it makes playing the T20 fun, and you don't want to be using the 76mm guns at Tier 8 on the Pershing. You don't want to be grinding XP at Tier 8 that you could have ground out at Tier 7. Get that gun on the T20 before you go for the Pershing. You'll be able to grind the XP that you need for the Pershing faster with it, and it makes playing the Pershing, well, enjoyable. Now, can you actually fit that gun onto the Pershing straight away? Well, believe it or not, yes you can. Let's go back to the garage. There's my Pershing. It's got all the top modules fitted. I already had this thing elited long ago, so when I rebought it I could just put everything straight back on it. Now, there we go, suspension. The stock suspension, I'm going to have to take something off. Well, here's the good news. Stock turret, stock suspension. With the stock turret, yes, with the stock turret and the stock suspension, it'll carry the best gun, the one that you haven't researched anyway, and it will definitely use the 90mm gun M3. because it weighs even less. So there, straight away, it's great news. You can basically get yourself the Pershing and immediately start grinding out the XP you need with that 90mm gun that you unlocked on the T20 for the top 90mm gun, and you don't have to research the suspension or the turret in order to fit it. So that's fantastic news. But what's the gun actually like? Well, let me just put the proper suspension back on before I forget and go into my next battle with stock turret and stock suspension. Yes, I have done that before after doing a garage review. Duh. Well, here it is. It's not bad, you know. It's not a great gun, but it's not bad. And this is a common theme, I think, with the Pershing. There's nothing great about it, but there's nothing bad about it either. You know, you get the Type 59, which is a good tank, but it's got a lousy gun. Everything else about the tank is great, but the gun just isn't very good. It's good enough, it gets the job done, but it's not great. The Panther II is a great tank, but it's a bit sluggish, and it's a bit heavy, and it's got absolutely awful gun depression. But apart from that, it's a good tank. You come to the Pershing, there is absolutely nothing bad about it. It doesn't excel in any one category, except for perhaps gun depression, although it doesn't have as good gun depression as you may have been led to expect with American tanks, but it's certainly better than any of its competitors. That there is nothing bad about it, and that translates to the gun as well. So, again, let's compare it to its more immediate competitors, the Type 59 and the Panther II. Now, with the Germans, it's almost always all about the gun. So we can expect some stiff competition from Fritz here. So let's have a look at them and see how it stacks up. So there's the Type 59's gun, which we already know, sucks, even though it did get a bit of a buff. Rate of fire, believe it or not, the Panther II actually has the fastest rate of fire with its 88mm, but the Pershing is very, very close. Pershing has 7.32 rounds per minute, Panther II 7.79, Type 59 with its 100mm 6.9. So they're all pretty close, but Pershing sitting right in the middle. Penetration, well, that long 88 on the Panther II is legendary. 203mm of penetration, pretty good. Type 59's gun was buffed recently. It has 181mm of penetration. Pershing's has 180, so technically the worst, but there's only 1mm in it. Damage, 240 for the Pershing, 240 for the Panther II, 250 for the Type 59. So again, Joe average. Accuracy, well, it's that legendary long 88mm gun on the Panther II that wins again, 0.34. But I kind of expected that. But this 0.37 isn't bad, and it's better than the 0.39 on the Type 59. Aiming time, it's got them all beat. 2.9 seconds for the others, only 2.3 seconds. And I can't stress how valuable that is on a medium tank, because you don't have the armour of a heavy. And a lot of the time, you're going to be either firing on the move or you're going to be popping in and out of cover. And the less time that you spend popping in and out of cover, the better your chances of surviving are. So that's good news. So pretty much like everything else about the tank, there isn't anything bad about it, while not being spectacularly good in any one department either. And I think that's why I have the impression in my mind that this thing is a good tank, because it is a good tank. There is not one bad thing about it at all. Other tanks are great in certain respects, but very poor in other respects, and there's just nothing like that about the Pershing. It's just pretty good all round, and that's, as a package, is fantastic. It's a really, really good, really capable tank, and it has been a joy to play. Now, what equipment have I fitted to it? Always a gun rammer, just goes without saying. But you can also fit a vertical stabiliser to the Pershing. Not many tanks can fit them, and generally speaking, if you can fit a vertical stabiliser to a tank, you fit a vertical stabiliser to a tank. And it really does. I mean, it's kind of like driving the M26 pattern. You get shots on the move that you just know would never go anywhere near the target with another tank, but with the Pershing, they just hit. So vertical stabiliser, fantastic. 20% accuracy during movement and turret rotation, great stuff. And I have also fitted improved ventilation class 2, purely and simply because it just improves everything. The aiming time, the loading time, the lot. I'm a big fan of improved ventilation. Crew skills, don't pay too much attention to what I have here. I just picked the crews that I had with the skills closest to 100% and stuck them in here, because basically as soon as that guy reaches 100%, he's getting sixth sense, and that ain't going to take long. 5 more battles, that ain't going to take long at all. So yeah, Commander, sixth sense. Bear in mind it's a perk. Until it reaches 100%, it's completely useless. The Gunner, let's have a look. Gunner's personal file. Oh, come on, where are we? What would I go for on the Gunner? Medium tank driver? Tank like this? Well, I might actually swap that for Deadeye. Deadeye's not bad. Extra critical damage. I haven't noticed the gun getting damaged much, so Armourer? Yeah, you never know. Snapshot? Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go for Snapshot. Accuracy during turret rotation. Because American tanks generally are pretty good at firing on the move, and with the vertical stabiliser, it seems like a no-brainer. I think Snapshot's probably the best skill you could go for on this guy. Who's next? The driver. Driver skills. Drivers do get some good skills. Smooth ride. Again, I think American tanks, vertical stabilisers, Snapshot and smooth ride are a fantastic combination. Clutch braking wouldn't be terrible. 38 degrees, better than the Panther 2. Not as good as the Type 59. But as a first skill, smooth ride, I think, it just wins. I think it's on an American medium, it's just so much better than any other skill. The radio operator, radio operator skills aren't great. Some of these are fantastic for Clan Wars if you're a dedicated scout in Clan Wars, but I'm not, so I don't really care. I know a lot of people disagree, but I quite like camo on medium tanks if I have nothing better to go for. You do have very, very good view range, so something like situational awareness isn't a terrible idea either. And as for the loader, I haven't noticed that many ammo rack problems in this thing, but the second that reaches 100%, I'm going for safe stowage anyway, because having safe stowage is a lot cheaper than having to keep using repair kits for your ammo rack. And apart from anything else, there's always a chance that you get hit in the ammo rack, you're going to get one-shot kills. So safe stowage is just a great skill, or perk rather, to have on your loader. So, generally speaking, yeah, I think the Pershing is an all-round fantastic tank. It's good or reasonably good in every category. And when you put that together as a package, you've just got a really, really good tank. So let's see how I managed to do with it. Right. Pershing. Wide park. Lots and lots and lots of tier 10s. This is probably the worst matchmaking you're ever going to see driving this tank. How many tier 10s have they got? There's 4 tier 10s on each side, a whole bunch of tier 9s, and I'm the only tier 8 medium. They've got a Panther 2 on their side. I'm the only tier 8 medium on our side. They've got a Type 62 Scout. We don't have any Scouts, so I'm going to be it, along with the Batchats. My initial idea was I would make a run for the railway embankment. I'm trying to get some proximity spots in on the enemy team doing the same thing from the other side. But then I spot an opportunity here. Now, I see that T-32 is basically doing the same thing that I had initially planned to do and is not heading for this spot over here. And I would have expected a T-32 in this game to be heading up here. I would not expect to see a Batchat up there, because this works if you've got good turret mantlet armour and good gun depression, neither of which a Batchat has. So, wouldn't have expected to see a Batchat over there. In fact, there's 2 of them. Now, they do have a T-32 that appears up on this spot, and this is exactly the right sort of spot. There he is. It's a no-brainer. If you're driving an American heavy, this is where you can really, really do well. T-32s, T-110E5s, M103s to some degree. Batchat's going full retard, not so much. T-29s do well up there. Look at this. This is how I used to drive my Batchat, and this is why I sucked driving a Batchat. Just don't go full retard in the first 2 minutes of the game, and Batchats are really, really good. But our artillery is an absolute rock star. They've counter-battery fired their Su-14. We've just killed one of their Batchats. It's a good start. And my mere presence here, they all know I'm here because I'm within 50 metres and I keep popping up and up on their radar, and they don't want to come over and risk. But basically, if they want to come over, because these guys have got such crap gun depression, but to come over, I'm going to get a shot into their underbelly, and they don't want to take that risk. They don't want to give me that shot, so none of them want to come over. So just by virtue of me being here, I'm holding off 3 enemy tanks. And I can keep popping over here and taking shot after shot into the flanks of all of these guys who have got tunnel vision on all the heavies on the other side of the bridge. Of course, not all of my shots actually penetrate. Yeah. There's a T110E5 up there. And the Pershing doesn't have fantastic gun depression, but, you know, it's American. It's got pretty good gun depression. And I will penetrate the back of that machine gun turret on the T110E5, even with this 90mm gun, any day of the week. Pershing doesn't have a great gun. It's better than the Type 59's gun, but it's only got 180mm of penetration. So it gets the job done. It's a good enough gun for a medium tank like this. And that's the thing about the Pershing. There's nothing spectacular about it, but everything about it just kind of works. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in one place and nothing bad. Nothing spectacular, but nothing bad either. Oh, our IS-3 just took a savage beating there. Not sure what hit him. And there we go, we're winning 5-4. But it's still pretty tight. And that T-32, yeah, that's what I mean. Came up there just a little too much, just desperate to get a shot into me. Paid the price for it, got battered. Panther 2 came over. He's getting slaughtered as well. Yeah, medium tank drivers, don't go driving over this embankment if the heavies aren't going to go over with you. Yeah, it's just not worth it. And now, oh, that T110E5 is on. He's a one-hit wonder for anybody left in the game at this point, and I probably should have gone over and taken the shot. But, wow, look at that. Now suddenly, just like 30 seconds later, we're winning 10-4. So we've just doubled the amount of kills that we had, and now I'm feeling brave. Now I'll go over the top. And let's just pick the right shot. There you go, right in the back of the turret. Oh, he nails the IS-3. That's a shame. And I'm going for the RAM, but he sees me coming, and I reload in time and kill him anyway. So, justice for the IS-3. And now it's a race. There's only 3 of them left. Now it's just a race to see who's going to get to nail their artillery first. Come on, vertical stabilizer. Don't let me down. Where is he? He's down that. Yep. I'll head down here and take a second left, and I should get him. T-32's desperate for the kill as well. Actually, a T-32 nearly kills me. Well, it doesn't nearly kill me, but nearly hurts me. Come on, vertical stabilizer. Oh, crap. And what's this? And he misses. As I go airborne, he tries to shoot me as I'm in the air, and of course I land, and bang. Whew. That was close. That was real close. That was dangerous. With the accuracy of that 105mm gun, he missed me by a fraction. I mean, it worked out, but that was a reckless shot. He could just as easily have put one right into the back of my tank. But, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't. He did get the kill, so fine, you know, whatever. Now, sadly, this is all I can show you of the post-battle results screen. I would love to be able to show you the team score and show you that, unbelievably, this is a Tier 10 game on Wide Park, and the top 4 XP earners were all the Tier 8 tanks. I would love to be able to show you that the guy who earned the most XP in that game was driving a KV-5. And I would love to have seen the game from his perspective. I would be delighted to show you that I actually came second on XP earned in that game. Tier 10 game. 3rd game I've played in the Pershing. Just awesome. Unfortunately, within seconds of this screen popping up, the game froze, and I had to Control-Alt-Delete, open up Task Manager, and shut the game down. And this was all I was able to salvage of the video. Just this screen capture. So I can't show you the team score, I can't show you the detailed result, etc., etc. And it's unfortunate, because, see, the thing is, I actually have a very, very obscure brand of graphics card. And the software drivers for it are written by this tiny little company that hardly anybody has ever heard of. And, you know, there's a vast range of, aside from the big 2, GeForce graphics cards and ATI graphics cards, your Radeons and your Nvidias, aside from those, you can't really expect Wargaming to provide, you know, make sure that their software is stable and tested and works on all but the most popular brand of graphics cards. So, oh, hold on, no, I do actually have a GeForce graphics card, and I do actually have Nvidia software, and it is actually the most popular brand of hardware and software driver on the face of the fucking planet. And it keeps crashing and freezing ever since patch 8.4 came out. Silly me, it's so easy to get those two mixed up. Now, nobody's really sure why. The game keeps crashing and freezing so much since patch 8.4 came out for people with GeForce graphics card and NVIDIA software drivers, which I should, hasten to point out comprises of over 50% of Wargaming's customers. There are two competing explanations. Unfortunately, for those of us who just want to know what the hell's going on so we can get on with playing the game, those two explanations are mutually exclusive. They both can't be right. So the two explanations are this. The explanation offered by Wargaming is that the millions of people who saw in the official patch notes on the 8.4 test server that they were currently experiencing problems getting the game to work reliably in patch 8.4 with NVIDIA software drivers is just a figment of your imagination, and they've since taken the page down and you can't prove anything. Nah, we're not listening, NVIDIA sucks. The explanation offered by everybody who isn't Wargaming is, Wargaming, you are so full of shit, you squeak. Stop trying to pretend your shit doesn't stink and sort it the fuck out. So, there you go. Those are the two possible explanations. Be your own judge. Anyway, back to the Pershing. Right, this is the third game, I think, I've played in the Pershing since rebuying it. I just got out of a game in the SU-100. I'm platooned up here with Oncoming Storm, my mate Eddie again. Look, the boy's growing up. They grow up so fast. He's got his rank 7s now, his IS. We took the chance that we wouldn't get harsh matchmaking and get it with tier 10 game because he doesn't have anything higher than rank 7. And his friend Apu from Sweden in his Centurion Mark 1, and we got lucky. We got a defensive assault game on Siegfried Line, and we're the defending team. So, and it's only a tier 8 game, so we couldn't have gotten better matchmaking, platooned up. Bit of a failed platoon, but we took the chance and it paid off. Now, I'd just come out of a game in my SU-100, which was absolutely abysmal. Sometimes that 122mm gun just will not behave itself. It couldn't hit the side of a barn from the inside in the game I played. It's my first win of the day in the SU-100, and I came out of it with 700 XP doubled on a premium account. I just couldn't hit anything, so I was in the mood for vengeance in this game. I wasn't in the mood to piss around and take prisoners. I wanted to kill stuff. So, here we go. Right, yes, you'll do. Thank you. And I think this is the first time I have ever played Assault on Siegfried Line and been on the defensive team. And the amount of times I've had American tanks parked on this bloody ridgeline using their gun depression and hiding in these trees and just battering me as I try to come over that ridgeline when that KV-1S is. Yeah, justice. Now it's my turn, suckers. Oh, that was so my kill. Actually, I don't want to give anything away, but if I'd fired a fraction of a second sooner, this would have been a Radley Walters medal game. Oh, I've said too much. Okay, now, at this point, I'm pretty sure that our IS has just run out of friends, so it's time to go on the offensive. I do love aggressive, fast, medium tank gameplay. And to be fair, this team wasn't bad. They weren't afraid of getting stuck in. And it's as if everybody just sensed the right moment to move and go forward. Now, Panther. Okay, we've got a Hellcat shooting at him and an AMX 1375 giving him the runaround. And I can't really do anything other than hit the back and side of his turret from here. Try going for his lower plate, but there's only a fraction of it showing. So screw that, I'm going after the IS. And get this flank attack moving. He's got problems of his own. AMX 1375 and a Hellcat shooting at him. So, and there you go, he's down. So, well played to the 1375. Oh, okay, IS has spotted me. But he's got problems of his own. That 1375 will be reloaded very soon, and the Hellcat shooting at him. I'm just waiting for him to turn his gun away. Going for his commander's cap, but that shot went wide. But the reload isn't bad on this gun, you know. And that one went low. Alright, screw this. I need to get closer. Oh, he's going to kill the 1375. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Ah, crap. Yes, you do. That one bounced. Right, let's stop pussying around. Don't worry, Frenchie. I'll save you. Oh, okay, maybe not. I can at least avenge you. So there's my first kill. And, oh, Eddie just died. Killed by a T-43. The humiliation. But this flank's ours now. And I'm thirsty for more kills. 361H. He doesn't seem to have seen me. But there's a tree in front of us. No, he's not even attempting to point his gun here. Who to go for? Oh, right, he's ducked down into cover. What we got there? T-29 and a Hellcat. Let's have the T-29. Check the map. Alright, I see where you are. I've got the gun depression for this. And I might be able to one-shot kill this guy. I'm going to leave the 361H. And unfortunately, this lurver cock blocks me. Come up. And alright, fine, I'll get out your way. He's going to kill the 361H. Alright, I'm probably going to take a hit here, but I don't care. Oh, alright, well, what gun does he have? Looks like the 105. Yep, I'm going to reload before you will. There's my second kill. And the lurver did get the 361H. And there's only 6 of them left. I'm going to have to hustle. Flank secure, let's go around. Those guys are pinned down. Spotted the Tiger over there. Did I? No, it must have been the Tiger too. Tiger's gone. I thought there was somebody on that field there, but apparently not. Alrighty. Let's get these tier 8s. Here's Johnny. Oh yeah. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Well, T-29 played a good game here as well. Tier 7. Tier 8 game. But the T-29's a good tank. Oh, hello, Frenchie. And I don't know what... Oh, and how the hell that one bounced, I don't know. But I think, oh, he's coming after me now and he's on full health. And then he doesn't. Okay. Fine. See if I care. And then he misses. And then I reload. And then I shoot him again. Yeah, where's your 1500 fucking health now, you French bastard? Who's next? Who wants some of this? You want some of this? There's plenty of this for everybody. There you go, Mr. IS-3. Come on. Is that T-34 gonna... Here's T-34's coming round. Okay. And boom! Oh, Tiger 2 behind us. Okay. Let's move. I spy 2 easy kills. I sense blood in the water. Come on. No, you're looking the wrong way. 4 kills. Oh, that's an FCM-50. He's gone around. Sneaky little French bastard. But I don't think it's going to save him. Oh, right. Come here, you. That's my kill. No, you don't. No, you don't. Thank you. Bang. Kill number 5. Oh, it was a Tiger 2. Right, so the Tiger... And that's... Okay, no, they've split up. They're going to regret that hasty decision. Oh! Ramming speed! Oh, didn't quite kill him. Alright, reload, shoot him. Boom. Tiger 2. Kill number 6. Oh, I couldn't have asked for better. Couldn't have asked for better. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, unsurprisingly, that was a pretty good result. Master Tanker, Sharpshooter, Top Gun, and Sniper. So, yeah, that's nice. No real surprises there looking at the team score. 20 penetrating shots fired, just a fraction short of 4,000 damage done. Yeah, I think it's fairly safe to say this tank kicks ass. So, M26 Pershing, American Tier 8 medium tank. Crap on a cracker, this is a good tank. I don't know why I ever sold it. Well, I do know why I sold it. I needed the money to get the M46, but, oh man, I'm really glad I rebought it. This is a really, really good machine. I'm all about the medium tanks, and I'm really, really glad I rebought this. If you're going down the American medium tank line, holy crap, you've got some good stuff to look forward to. I mean, the M4 Sherman, which comes after the M3 Lee, so anything is going to look good when it comes after the M3 Lee, but the M4's a load of fun. Both the Tier 6 American mediums, the Easy 8 and the Jumbo, are fantastic. The T20 is a good little tank. Probably, well, the Comet, I don't know. I like the look of the Comet, but until I've played the Comet, other than on the test server, I'm still going to say that the T20 is the best Tier 7 medium tank. It's certainly better than the T43. The Comet, however, looks like being a stiff competitor, but here at Tier 8, I think this might be my new favourite Tier 8 medium tank, even better than the Type 59. So there you go. 2 big thumbs up from the mighty Jingles for the M26 Pershing. Great machine. Hope you enjoy playing it as much as I did. As always, folks, take care on that battlefield, and I'll catch you next time.